Hello everybody, hope you're having a good One Piece day. We got a huge trailer in Japan that was over 7 hours long, where we got things like, I'm sure you've seen Gear 5 in the anime finally coming, as well as the live action trailer, and some other fun stuff to talk about, so let's break it down. We're going to go in chronological order from the start of the entire live stream video to the end. So basically, to kick things off, before any of the big reveals and exciting stuff happened, they brought these Straw Hats voice actors onto stage, the original 5 Straw Hats from the East Blue, because they wanted to show the Netflix live-action trailer, and in Japanese, the 5 of them will be voiced by their original Japanese actors in the Japanese dub of the Netflix series. And then kicking off with the trailer, which looked a lot better than the teaser that we got a couple of weeks ago. We got a lot of important characters and important scenes finally shown in the live-action style, like we saw Buggy using his Chop Chop fruit a little bit, we saw Garp, Kobe, we saw a little bit of Arlong Park, Baratier, and Arlong himself, which are all really crucial components of the entire East Blue arc, which the show will be covering. And we even got a few little snippets of things like Nami's Help Me scene, which is one of the biggest parts of the East Blue, as well as a little bit of interactions between Luffy and Kobe, the entire crew interacting, especially Zoro and Sanji, which was really funny to see. And we even saw some surprising little Easter eggs in the trailer, especially at the end when we saw a Foxy wanted poster, as well as Bartolomeo and Cavendish wanted posters, which I'm sure is just the beginning of the Easter eggs that are going to be in this series, because a lot of the writers and producers and a lot of people working on this show are huge fans of One Piece and know all of the stuff that people like you and I know. Now, the really unfortunate thing about this trailer and all of the media that's getting released right now is that even though it was really good and so cool to see as a One Piece fan, a lot of basically the entire cast of the show, the writers, the producers, are unable to actually speak about it on social media. They can't go on Twitter, YouTube, they can't do interviews about it because of the writer's strike that's going on in America right now. And hopefully all of that will be settled and over by the end of August when the show's actually out, so everyone can celebrate and talk about it together. And don't worry, I know I'm going a little fast through the Netflix stuff and the trailer. That's because I plan to do a full trailer breakdown in the coming days. I just want to get on to the rest of the stuff that was in this stream. Oh, and at the very end of the Netflix stuff, they did show Oda's brand new message about the live action that I'm sure you've all seen on Twitter. And he basically states that we should wait for the show to come out so we can all view it and actually see whether it's good or not, and base our opinions off of the actual show instead of just looking at the actors and the teasers and trailers. While those are important, the main goal, which Oda says, is to actually get the live action out and make it something that the general audience can enjoy, and actually get new fans from all over the world who maybe aren't into anime and manga to come into the One Piece community and experience the story in their own way. And moving right along, I'm going to breeze past this a little bit, but there was a small segment where the voice actors acted out some of the scenes and voiced over some of the clips all throughout the show and a little bit of Wano. And the goal of it all was basically to get the audience to interact a little bit with everything going on during the panel. And while this segment of it all was a little bit fillery, it was pretty cool to see the voice actors actually voicing some of the lines throughout the anime live on the stage. And they basically had the audience do stuff like voicing the Tontatas yelling Usolando, and also voicing some of the samurai during the clips of the Onigashima battle. Next up, they showed a little bit of the behind the scenes of the Zoro versus King battle, which I think the entire team behind that is incredibly proud of, which they absolutely should be, because the animation during that fight was absolutely incredible. And the Wano anime is basically the first time that they've been using overseas animators to help with the production of the One Piece anime. Okay, and now we're finally at the stuff that everyone's been really excited about recently, all of the Gear 5 stuff. The entire reveal started out with a little bit of behind-the-scenes action where we see the director and other people working on the episodes actually coming up with the Drums of Liberation sound. And the director basically said he wanted the sound of the Drums of Liberation to be just like how Oda would want them in the manga. And we see a little bit of the director talking to Luffy's voice actress, explaining everything that's happening with Luffy's awakening to her, and it's all very confusing to her, but we as fans can kind of understand it after all the craziness that's happened in the manga over the years. And we hear a little bit of the Drums of Liberation as well as Luffy's laugh in Gear 5th. And after that look behind the scenes, we finally get the trailer for Gear 5th, which was really cool. It reminded me of a full-on movie trailer. And throughout the entire thing, the Drums of Liberation are playing, and I absolutely love the soundtrack for them. And we see a ton of shots of Luffy in Gear 5th. They never give us a clear look at him, like at the end of chapter 1044, because they're saving that for the actual anime episode. And one of my absolute favorite parts of it all was when Luffy punched Kaido for a brief second. Everything looked very cartoony. It looked like an old Looney Tunes or Tom and Jerry cartoon. The art style was noticeably different, and that was super cool. And just overall, the audience reaction to this trailer was absolutely phenomenal. It was crazy. It's already breaking the internet in some ways, so I can't even wait to see what the episode, when it actually airs, is going to be like. The internet and basically the entire world at large is going to explode. And something that really touched everyone's hearts in the crowd was when Luffy's voice actress actually started crying while she was talking about the episode, all because of all of the effort that the staff and everyone involved has put into this project, into this episode. And with just how far Luffy and everyone has come throughout this entire series, it's just monumental, and it is really emotional. And with all of that being said, I just can't wait until this episode actually airs. It's going to be a monumental moment for all of One Piece that we're going to remember for the rest of our lives, guys. And if you guys want to continue on this hype train, you should consider subscribing to my channel, because I'm going to be covering every cool thing that One Piece is releasing over the next month and beyond. And moving forward with the show, we get a bunch of Gear 5 merchandise, figures, statues, plushies, all sorts of stuff getting revealed because they can finally have Gear 5 merchandise out in the world with it coming into the anime. And then we get a few game announcements, updates to mobile games, and all sorts of stuff. Probably the biggest deal out of all of this being the Pirate Warriors 4 DLC, where we're getting Onigashima Luffy when he can transform into Gear 5 in the game, as well as Uta and Roger silhouettes being shown off, which will all be released during the coming months. And I may or may not do a video trying to predict the other 6 characters that we haven't gotten revealed that will be in the game. And then we get to the point when I took my power nap, when the stream went on its multiple hour-long break, and it played a bunch of clips from past episodes of the anime and some special OVAs. And coming back from the break, we get shown some of the TCG. It is revealed that Luffy will be the manga card of this next upcoming set, and that Oda will be drawing a couple more cards for this set too, which is going to be really cool. And after everything that was revealed today, Gear 5, the live-action trailer, probably the craziest thing to me was that Oda's original manga, Monsters, that came out before One Piece, is now going to be animated. And after that, we got Otsuki Maki coming out to sing Memories and Run Run Run, which are the very first 2 One Piece endings. And the entire point of this was to lead up to the announcement that One Piece is going to be having endings once again for the first time since Enies Lobby, which sounds super cool. The creators of the next ending that will be airing during the Gear 5th episode are called Chili Beans, and we even get a little segment of the ending, and it sounds super nice, and the animation is awesome. And then we get a little video from Sekai no Owari, which is the band that will be doing the new One Piece opening that will air during the Gear 5 episode. And unfortunately, they did not have a special preview ready for the One Piece Day stream, but I'm still super excited to see the opening that they do. I'm sure the animation on that's going to be incredible, and I can't wait to see the rest of the ending that will air during the Gear 5th episode, because that looks super clean as well. And here to finish the One Piece Day stream off, Hiroshi Kitadani, who sang the very first opening, We Are, and some more openings from One Piece, like We Go and Over the Top, except he doesn't actually sing any of the openings here. Instead, he hands it off to Maki Otsuki to go ahead and sing We Are to finish the show off. And overall, I'd say this is a major success for One Piece Day this year. I can't wait for everything that came out of this stream to unfold over the next coming months, and that'll probably wrap up this video here, guys. So if you want, you can leave a like, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I'll see you guys next time.